Very well, time to make sense of shillings and cents in business. And as I had mentioned just a few minutes ago, we will be looking at cyber security. And I'm lucky to be hosting Ruben Wawerwa. A lot of questions, Ruben. He is the principal cyber prevent and defense engineer at a telecommunication magnate Safaricom Limited. And very quickly to the question themselves, when you talk about cyber security, and especially for a giant like Safaricom, because you deal not only with people, small businesses and even big businesses. We have noticed that there have been a spike in cyber threats in Kenya, especially in the first quarter of this year. What exactly is happening? And as a telecommunications company that also very keen on cyber security, are you doing to protect your customers?
So if you look at what is happening within the cyberspace, we have a lot of guys who are now connecting to the digital environment. For example, most homes are now connected via internet. So the digital footprint is becoming larger and larger. So that means the attack surface is becoming bigger and bigger. When I say attack surface, I mean an angle where an actor can attack you, or can come in, or can do a malicious activity. So at Safaricom, we are seeing a lot of AI-powered attacks, that now are increasing this attack surface end to end. So at Safaricom, what we're doing to protect our customers, of course, if you look at the services that we have layered them to protect. Let's say, for example, M-Pesa, it's layered in terms of protection. And when I say layered, I mean, just look at cyber, there's a protection like an onion. Onion you have several peels, until you get to the core peel, So even for you to come in, when you peel one layer, you get another layer of security, you get another layer of security, you get another layer of security. So there's a lot in terms of what you're doing for protecting our customers. And as much as we are here, this is also part of it in terms of an awareness, telling them.
And you've mentioned something, and allow me to deviate for a few seconds. Protecting your customers. What are you doing for the Tuma Kwa Hii number? Because those messages, I also have several in my phone. Tuma Kwa Hii number, Tuma Kwa Hii number.
So we are seeing a lot of phishing, which is phishing via voice. There's also phishing, whereby guys call you, they tell you you have won 500. So first thing we're doing in terms of fraud is awareness, user awareness. Because remember, security begins with all of us. Security begins with me. So it's good to be aware in terms of how this message will tend to be. So they will come probably as an urgency. They will come in a way that you need to respond now. So those are the key things. So in terms of identifying and training our customers in terms of this is what will happen. And then we are telling them, verify such information. If if you get a call from, let's say, Safaricom, for example, and you've been told you've won, kindly verify this information. So we're telling them, don't just be quick to respond, but pause a bit, validate, and then verify this information.
All right. How prepared are Kenyan organizations, and because you also deal with MSMEs and also big firms, prepared especially to handle evolving threats? And by evolving threats, I'm also talking about AI, because in as much as AI is a game changer, we have seen a lot of fake news, a lot of fake things, and they're also compromising security. So there's a lot of misconception in terms of, I am a small organization, I cannot be targeted. But I'll give you a very simple analogy, and I'll ask you, when you're going fishing, and just before the lake, there is a pond. It's a clear pond. The water is clear. And there's fish. And you can basically see the fish roaming. And then there's a lake beside the pond. And it still has fish. And you're told, pick a fish. Where will you go first? To the pond.
To the pond, because it's easy. It's very, very easy. The water is clear, you can basically see. So we are seeing a lot of hackers are now going to the easier targets. Where they know you have not invested as an SME, you've not invested a lot on cyber security, so basically they will know you're an easy target, so it's for SMEs to learn, and you have seen some progress in terms of they are aware, but it's not being matched with preparedness. So they are aware, but preparedness becomes an issue, so that misbalance.
And Safaricom is having cybersecurity summit.
Yes.
And tying this to how are you integrating cybersecurity in core services, for example, M-Pesa,
yes,
and also cloud, for example.
So we have our summit, cybersecurity summit. It's this coming month, the month of November. And the summit is actually a culmination of what we have been doing for the whole of October. So for the whole of October, we have been engaging students. We've been engaging the community in terms of awareness. Recently at Safaricom, we hold what we call a capture the flag for our students. So we realize that you have to nurture talent from as young as it is. So we have guys even now going to schools, telling people about cybersecurity as part of what you've been doing. Now coming to the summit. Now the summit is a culmination of whatever we have been doing for the whole month, and it brings together industrial business leaders, it brings together technological partners, government agencies, all under one forum. And the forum is a learning forum. So for example, if you're an SME, if you come to that forum, you probably meet a large enterprise, and there's probably speaking to what they have done in terms of cybersecurity maturity. Okay, you can learn one or two things. So it's more so of a learning platform. And just to emphasize some of the things that will be there, we'll even have demos in terms of how an attacker can come into your network end to end, and what you can do to prevent such. So you have we'll have ethical hackers to demonstrate this end to end and how you can protect your assets and your core data.
In cybersecurity, you're in the business of protecting or putting a layer to businesses and also individuals.
Yes.
As a giant tech firm in the region, have you been targeted?
Yes.
And how are you dealing with this with such kind of threats?
So majority of the 4.5 billion attacks we get, most of them
4.5 billion
and growing.
In what? In a duration of a year?
A quarter. This quarter only.
4.5 billion attacks.
4.5 billion. And by now it's actually higher. So we receive a huge chunk of that. Okay? And that's why we have guys, we have around a lot of guys in cybersecurity just to ensure that the core assets, which is customer data, which is the services that we offer, are well protected, they are always on, they are secure, and they are reliable. So we have a whole solution suite tailored for that particular, and we have extended this to our customers. In that, as probably a big brother, I can say, with the learnings we have done, okay? And now we're extending this to a customer and telling them, by the way, where we sit, we have a lot of touch points, and basically what we can do, we can be your consultation, we can be your partner in terms of your journey to cybersecurity maturity. Yes.
And just picking a chunk from what we expect in the cybersecurity summit is partnerships.
Yes.
And we were here watching the president launch RELEC, which is a government collaboration with RELEC and other stakeholders. So speak about collaborations and how this collaboration can ensure, as a country, not only as just a tech firm or even you protecting small business or even big firms, how can this collaboration ensure that we have that resilience that we require in our country?
Good. There's a slogan for one of our rival team. I'm an Arsenal fan, and the slogan for the rival team is "Never walk alone."
Yes,
correct. And ideally, that is a very good slogan in terms of, in this life you cannot walk alone. Okay, so you need partnership in terms of how you interact within the cyberspace. So, for example, and I'll give this: if, for example, a thief came in my house, God forbid, and he used or he cut the fence, I can tell my neighbor this is how the thief entered my house, so that he can strengthen that particular angle in his fence or in his locks. So in terms of partnership, we partner with guys who have solutions that will speak into the needs of cybersecurity in terms of maturity. We are seeing a lot of AI-powered attacks, so we need AI tools. So we have to collaborate with partners in terms of development for these kinds of tools. In terms of whatever is happening within your ecosystem, attacks that are happening, if they are there, you share this information in terms of advisories so that partners within your ecosystem are also aware. Remember, we are building a digital safe environment for everyone. our whole customers, the whole Kenyan system, the whole Kenyan people. We are building an ecosystem that is safe for them, secure for them to run their business and to grow.
Again, about this summit,
yes,
are there any tailor-made programs for businesses, individuals, and how can Kenyans benefit from this summit?
Yes. So if you look at the summit, of course we'll have keynote speaking, and we'll have basically forums that will be there to engage with the customers on a one-on-one basis. Remember, your ecosystem might not be the same as the other person's ecosystem. Okay, so in essence, the important thing is to sit with you, actually, learn whatever you have in your infrastructure, and then develop a tailor-suited solution for you. Not just to throw in product for you, but to assess and to engage you one-on-one. What are your pain points? What are you struggling with currently? And how can we integrate cybersecurity to whatever challenges you have?
And as we wind up, I would like you to look into your cybersecurity crystal ball and more or less give us more or less like a vision for Kenya cybersecurity, just like you have admitted. I have seen on social media my own image and likeness, my voice, but it's not me. What is the future of cybersecurity in the country? And I've seen a number of clips, the voice, you know, the articulation, the suits, you know, the face, the sound, and it's not me.
So they're called deepfakes.
Yeah.
And we have been a target of the same, where you've seen some information probably coming in as if it's Safaricom. And they're growing by day. They can even tailor you. They can even mimic your voice. But key thing is, for example, the way I'm speaking, there are people who can tell whether it's me, because probably I confuse R with an L at some point, okay? Now, if you look at this deepfake, they're more like robotic to some sense. So an awareness in terms of what is actually going on, what is actually happening in terms of the voice, whether it's a deepfake or not. So if you look at in terms of understanding or capturing whatever is happening, an awareness has to be sent out in terms of all the users, even the customers, being aware that this is happening, and this is the way to detect. So if it sounds good to be true, kindly query, probably it's not true. Okay? So there are key things that we should be looking out for. One, if it sounds good to be true, probably it's not true. Okay? If the message, if you hear and pause and verify that particular deepfake message, you will probably pick one or two things. Probably you don't speak fluently as you do. Okay?
Or even some of the words.
Even some of the words you can see they are twanging. He's speaking like he's from UK or something. So be very, very keen in terms of pause a bit, validate such information, validate whatever you are seeing. And with that, I think you'll be at a good place even to judge whether it's right or whether it's wrong.
Thank you, Ruben Waweru. Unfortunately, we've run out of time, but I had so many questions, including the delays. You know, sometimes you just send money to the wrong till number.
You can catch me behind the tent.
Of course. And don't forget the Arsenal game tonight against Brighton. I'll be telling our viewers about it in our new segment, Sports segment. But for now, that has been Ruben Waweru, Principal Cyber Prevent and Defense Engineer at telecoms giant Safaricom, just putting into perspective cybersecurity and the future. AI, in as much as it's coming with a lot of goodies, it's as well a risk ground as well. We have to be vigilant as well, and also as a country. Well, that's where we put a cap on this conversation, but when I come back, we'll continue with our news.